All right then. From Pete Mitchell of Mondelez to Stella Jamie Louis of Kara, and she's going to talk about another innovation combining social media with vending machines. It's an innovative product called Magic Box. Stella has over a decade of experience in media. Her clients have included Nike, General Electric, Java, Bulgari, MasterCard, O2, Tiger Airways, GSK, Standard Chartered Bank, amongst others. And under her lead, Kara has won several awards for Nike China's digital campaigns, the SMA Best Outdoor Campaign for MasterCard in 2010, for Lego in 2009, and she was a finalist in the Best Magazine Execution Award for Lancome in 2004. Stella also has experience working on the client side of the business, as she previously headed Brand Marketing Communications Department at the Singapore Singapore Tourism Board. She is, as you can see, deeply passionate about fashion and wine. Over to Stella.
Thank you. Morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Stella, and I work very closely with Pete, actually. Big fan of 3D printer. I want to kind of continue a little bit with the 3D printer thing. I do not know, especially the ladies in the house, did y'all catch the latest news on the 6th of May? Now we can actually also purchase our own 3D printer for cosmetics. The news was launched on the 6th of May and is developed by this Chinese lady, Grace, from the Harvard Business School. And we can actually buy the machine at only 200 USD. So it's just a bit of sharing with you guys, because we work a lot to understand about the upcoming trends and innovation around the world, and we'll try to incorporate all this into the stuff that we do for our clients, and Mondelez is also one of them. Now, today, what I'd like to share with you is one of the many innovations that we have done in the past in China, and this is the first productized innovation that we managed to give birth. My name is Stella Jamie. I'm a Singaporean. I've been in Shanghai for about 4 years, and I'm from this agency called Karat. We are part of the bigger Denso Aegis network. Now, I had the good fortune and blessing from my boss to actually set up my own team that specializes in digital innovations. So right now, based in Shanghai, we have got about 30 people, and we are the first agency in China that has our own department that specializes in O2O, innovations that has got no restriction on any forms of channels, a mobile with my own programmer and designer, a social department, a performance marketing as well as last but not least, strategic business. So in fact, for the past 4 years, we have been creating a lot of new innovation products, working closely with Tencent, with Sina, Youku Tudou, Baidu, etc., etc. So what I'd like to share with you today is this first product. It's called the Magic Box. Now, how does it link back to this food and beverage innovation forum? We strongly believe that vending machine is very closely related to, especially FMCG, fast-moving food and beverages. Like it could be your drinks, and it could be like snacks, biscuits, or even gums. So I'm a big fan of Japan culture. So every time I travel to Tokyo and other parts of Japan, I see all those beautiful vending machines. And I was trying to think to myself, is there an opportunity where I can make a vending machine a lot more fun or social or integrated? And we also have a very close relationship with the Tencent Group because they are our clients. So out of the multiple discussions when we had with Zhang Xiaolong's team in Guangzhou, then we thought, hey, can we incorporate WeChat and the vending machine and create something interesting, a truly social vending machine in the world? So how can we go about doing this? And this is the birth of the Magic Box 1.0. So it is the first vending machine that combines a social community and microtransactions together. Now, we did a lot of homework in terms of revealing all the good vending machines that have been launched whether if it is by Coke or Pepsi or even the most recent Oreo trending vending. A lot of times when they incorporate social, whether if it's a Facebook or a Twitter, we are only able to include just the usual, for example, the number of likes or the latest trending information. For Magic Box, we actually would like to plug the entire social community into the back end of the entire vending machine system. So let me show a little bit more of how it does. Now, what we are showing you today is a visual of my 1.0 version. Actually, I personally designed the hardware and the internal software together with my whole team. It's the first machine that has got 3 mega screens. And in fact, later on, I'll also be sharing with you some of my other versions of Magic Boxes where we have got multiple screens and odd shape sizes as well. So it is the first machine that can allow simul play. So what you would have expected of a consumer would be when you come to a vending machine, only one consumer per transaction. But because we have got multiple screens, I can actually allow consumers at the same time to interact with Magic Boxes and have different kind of experiences simultaneously. So there's one interesting factor that when we shared with various brands in the market, they thought that this is something interesting. Also, we spent a little bit of effort to investigate how else can we create a more interesting screen technology. Now, we can't compare ourselves with the big names like Samsung or LG, whereby they won lots and lots of awards for their screen technology. But we did try to factor with our understanding of consumer, what would make consumers excited. So we weave those understanding and create this technology that gives a little bit of a surprise element. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to ship my Magic Box over to the location today because it's 300 kg. But if anyone is interested, please come and contact me. I will personally do a demonstration for you in my office. We are at Huaihai Lu. Yeah? So when a consumer, in terms of the screen technology, we are able to actually create a full opaque or a full transparent or even semi-transparent so-called output. So that gives us a lot of variation on how we can actually feature the content from clients or ourselves when we connect with our consumer. So this one area that makes it interesting. Now, I'll share with you in terms of the user flow of our Magic Box. What makes it different from all the vending machines that you will see in the world? What you expect is that you'll see a machine in a train station. And then you don't even think much about it. I'm thirsty, so I just purchase a bottle of Coke, and that's it. There's no emotional relationship with the machine, and it's a very, very fast transaction. But for our Magic Box, what makes it unique? There are certain elements that we try to make all this micro transaction, this micro fragment time of consumer, to be amusing and fun. So earlier on, I touched on the fact that we have got multiple screens, and different people can actually interact at the same time. Another interesting bit about the Magic Box is that, for example, I have a Magic Box right now in Shanghai, in Huaihai the train station. And I have a lot of friends who are in Wuhan and Chengdu. So I can actually purchase the designed Oreo cookie, but I don't receive the packet of cookie in Shanghai. I will actually WeChat my friend in Chengdu. So my friend will receive a message, and he or she can actually go to any of our Magic Boxes and receive the packet of the customized cookie. So this is one aspect that we attempt to introduce to make the vending machine something different from what you see in the market. So right now, you can actually also leverage our Magic Boxes to perform the gifting experience. Now, what makes it fun is that when I pitched this idea to various clients. Then we started to look beyond China. So simply imagine, I'm a Singaporean. So I would be able, in future, actually buy something in China, and I will gift my friend in Singapore. And a lot of the brands that we have spoken to, they are very interested in the concept. The exchange rate differences is not even a matter. So we are able to create a so-called micro-gifting for consumers in the various part of the market without the logistic issue. It is real time, and consumers are actually latched on this entire Magic Box community. What makes it fun? the back end, when we chose WeChat as our partner, we are able to, for example, see which city or which station or which Magic Boxes has the most number of purchases or preferences for a particular product. Now, right now, we are thinking of launching this around July this year in China, and Shanghai will be the first station. So we are working with one of our chocolate brand to tie in together with the Chinese Valentine's Day, 七夕情人节. So that's another interesting aspect that we also incorporate into the Magic Box. So on top of the product that you're able to get, we also allow consumer to place their own self-advertisement. So imagine, during the Chinese Valentine's Day, right, there are a lot of the young guys in China whereby they are trying to court a beautiful girl from the same school, etc. So they can actually do a self-recording of himself, a profession of love, and then this can also be attached together with the gift that's to be sent to the lady. Now, we are also very mindful of the privacy law, whether it's in China or other parts of the world. So the recipient can actually choose to see this message on the mobile phone itself, or if she wants everyone to know about this, she can also flick the content onto the big screen of Magic Box and allow the whole world to see that. So that makes the whole Magic Box experience really, really interesting. I'm going to show you a short little video to demo for you how this machine works.
This is a Magic Box, the world's first WeChat-powered vending machine that combines social community with microtransactions. First, bind your phone by scanning the QR code on the machine and take control of the vending machine. Start by logging into the network. Check out all the available products in the box. Pick one. Find out more about the product you select. And from there, you can either share it with a friend in another city for her to collect it at the Magic Box in the city, or you can purchase it for yourself. Simply pay using your WeChat to collect the Magic Pack. Now, if you like this, imagine what you can do with 3 screens.
Now you will notice from the video, right, there's a few elements about the vending machine and the screen technology that we have actually improvised to factor in the scalability of this entire project, as well as the cost, etc. A lot of the clients ask me, Stella, why don't you make the screen interactive, touch screen enabled? We believe the best screen that any brands or any consumer would be able to be accessed to is actually the person's mobile phone. So you notice in my demo, right, we actually allow every consumer to use their mobile phone as the remote control, and they can activate any forms of content on the screen itself. That not only reduces our risk in terms of the longevity of the hardware, and it also reduces the cost significantly. And also, let me share with you some of the USP, the unique selling point about our Magic Boxes. It's a little bit difficult to read down here. Now, for our whole Magic Box collection is fully m-commerce driven. So we do not accept the cash payment. We do believe that China market is already very ready for such a form of transaction. Secondly, it's a truly socially enabled vending experience, as I've shared with you earlier on. It's a cross-city vending transaction, multiple customers simul-play, multi-screen vending. It's a dual-screen simul-play because of the mobile phone and the big screen connectivity. And then we have the surprise screen factor. We also are the first so-called channel that can allow consumers to place their own personal ads. And last but not least, we are also making this platform open source. So we are very interested to work with third-party programmers, gamers, etc. This is an open source platform. We can weave in your branded content, we can weave in gaming element or any other source of digital experience that you would like to be tagged onto the entire micro vending experience. Now, a little bit about the brand story. Now, vending machine actually is not exactly a big thing in China, but nevertheless, you will still see lots and lots of them across the various metro stations, and they will still be able to facilitate so-called micro needs of commutators when they are traveling to and fro. So we would like to leverage on all these so-called very hot spots in all the good metro stations where you have got, in fact, on average in China, the daily footprint is about 50,000. You have got 50,000 regular active traffic across all the metro station. So we would like to also capitalize on this traffic and then deliver micro amusement, micro experiences to these people. Then of course, with the backing of WeChat that built the so-called the backend, we have access to 600 million active users that we're able to harness and build a nice, strong community. So in terms of the entire brand story, we were hoping that with the Magic Box, we're able to actually deliver so-called micro experiences and pull consumers closer together. Like today, I find that my colleague, my team members, they are working really, really hard. And I want to reward them with chocolates because they're all chocolate lovers. So I can also, through Magic Boxes, as I'm traveling to and fro on a daily basis, I can actually send all this micro gifting to my friends as well. And then, of course, it will be perfect for proposals, for professions of love, etc., etc. It makes things really, really fun. Then, whenever we think about launching a new technology, there's always the crisis management bit that we also need to take care, because there's never a 100% file-proof tech product that will always work. So we did factor in attributes of WeChat or any other social platform that we can leverage on. So every single Magic Box that you see in the market in future, they will all have their own characteristic. So they have a bit of a tempo, and for example, in China, we can't control the internet speed. So I'm sure for people like yourself, strong marketers, when you take part in some of the mega events, no matter how much Wi-Fi we will place in the event space, there will still be moments whereby the data will hang and consumer can't continue with the experience. So we also did factor all this into consideration. Like when there's some little technical glitch, we're actually allowing the Magic Box to be behaving like a human being, and actually they can actually send a note, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in a good mood today. I will send you all the information later via WeChat. So these are the little kind of so-called mini social experiences that we're also building to make the entire Magic Box more alive. And the characteristic is more inclined towards like the Despicable Me character, whereby it looks very, very evil on the outside, but has a very kind soul inside. In terms of our target audience, I think earlier on I've already briefly revealed it. We will be targeting a lot to commuters, and then this product will also cater a lot to students, as well as shoppers. And we are also placing Magic Boxes in venues whereby we can reach out a lot to white collars, and all these people would be probably falling under the category of the socially savvy netizens. Now, earlier on I kept mentioning it's WeChat enabled, but at the same time we are also exploring other solutions that can be more apparent for markets that are out of China. So, for example, in the China edition, we are exploring with WeChat for the social platform as well as for the microtransaction. We are also working on Weibo and Alipay solution. And we are also exploring, for example, MasterCard and Visa payment mode as a facilitator for the whole platform. For out of China, currently we are working with Twitter and Facebook. And we are factoring other interesting attributes, for example, like Instagram and Foursquare for the check-in purposes. And then we are also working with PayPal and PayWave And like, for example, I do notice that there are some Singaporeans in the room as well. So we're also working with EasyLink for that matter. So as I've explained to you, the Magic Box entire solution, so whichever so-called service providers for the various aspects of the Magic Box solution is stronger in the respective markets, we'll also be working with them to kind of like localize the Magic Box solution accordingly. Now, to some of the design, I think if you have seen the most awarded vending machines would probably be under Coke. So we have examined a lot of their award-winning vending machines. And at the same time, we also explore with our own partner, how else can we break out of the box and do something different for Magic Boxes? So these are some of my illustrations as well as my team of designers. Now, we do not restrict a vending machine to a box shape, and we are able to cater to that. So, for example, right, this is the very first design which you'll be seeing in July. I'm a big Apple fanatic, so the first design is very inspired by all the glass nature of the Apple Store. We have got a slide one that's going to be coming up later part of this year. So simply imagine your products, the fun way of engaging, products can actually slide down the slide for consumer. I'm not sure if you have seen the drama series called Black Mirror from England. Very inspiring for tech ideas. So we got inspired from them to actually create a multi-screen. This one has got 7 screens. So we can, when consumer walk into the Magic Box, we can actually engulf the consumer and kind of like teleport them into a whole experience by itself. And what about table form? Why must Magic Box be a box and standing? So we also have the ability to create a Magic Box as of a table form. In fact, one design that I've not put here, we also have a design that can be tucked into the ceiling. Because there are a lot of good locations, not just in China, in other markets as well, but we might not be able to get that location for my machine. So we try to find all sorts of alternatives. How else can we also keep that opportunity for ourselves? So they have got like those hidden ceiling. We are able to actually pack our whole hardware into that ceiling itself, and consumer can actually retrieve from other methods. So these are like some of the guiding principles that we apply within a team to continuously push ourselves so that Magic Box can be more and more interesting for consumers in the market. And what I've shared with you here are about 4 or 5 designs. So what we are working with our brands is that every city, they will also have their own design. So Shanghai design will be different from the Chengdu and from the Wuhan. And it's the same for the different markets. So that makes it fun. In fact, we are hoping that maybe Magic Boxes could even become a landmark for the various city. So these are some of the interfaces, just to showcase to you. I would like to kind of like pull a little teaser, and it will be great if you can come and see our demo in our office, then you can experience this for yourself. Then the entire system is backed up by a whole web-based platform. So for ourselves and for our clients, for our brands, at any point in time, they can actually access the backend and see which is the Magic Box that's performing better, which product is selling well, which Magic Boxes require a stock input, etc. So it is a very intelligent backend. In terms of values to brands, this one, we position Magic Box as a form of a new media touchpoint. Not only are they going to be located in very good locations against your target audience, at the same time, they are also screen media, so it empowers brands to have a strong way to deliver different kind of content to consumer. Then it's definitely a form of sales extension. It is also a good way of a new product trial. We are not limited to just dispensing a product. Like we are also working with people. Potentially, we could even do a 3D printing inside a Magic Box as well. It can be used as an events activation, integration of your brand's assets for your app or for your mini games, fans recruitment as a way to house your database, social buzz, and of course an award-winning campaign. In terms of value to consumer, this is a new gifting method for them, an avenue for them to actually place personal ads and messages. We are also playing up a lot, for example, the WeChat look around feature. So we also allow this Magic Box to provide like a new befriending avenue for consumer. A lot of people are actually waiting for friends, etc. So this is a good kill time companion. And last but not least, landmarks. Now, earlier Pete had shared with you South by Southwest. South by Southwest is a very strong event for digital new launches, but actually not a lot of Chinese innovations were given an opportunity to launch there. So we are very lucky. We got this opportunity, and we also launched our Magic Box in March this year at South by Southwest, together with the trending vending. So this is the machine that we launched over there, and we got a lot of global media coverage. So this, I would like to share this with you because it's very easy to kind of like paint a beautiful picture. Oh, we have done this, we've done that. But we have got assurance from various brands of the world. They do believe that this product is interesting and is valuable, and there's longevity for this business model. So we got all this media coverage. And then, in fact, very lucky, we also got a lot of the so-called responses and testimonials from the various people from the event when they experienced with our Magic Box. So we had shared this idea with all these various brands, and hopefully we'll be able to roll them out internationally very soon. And roughly that's about it. I hope that for this Food and Beverage Innovation Forum, we are able to share with you one aspect in terms of how we could do innovation differently in the vending world. And if you're interested, please, you can search for Magic Box under WeChat, or you can add me, and then we can arrange for a demonstration for you. I would like to wrap this session with a little brand video that we have done for Magic Box. Also, questions can be asked later at the tea break. Thank you.